Three, two, one. Hey, what's up, Board Game Spotlight? My name's Jimmy.
And I'm Tara.
And I'm pretty excited. We get to show you Steampunk Rally Fusion tonight. And so this is brand new, just launched on Kickstarter. And so we're pretty excited to check it out. And we're going to be playing along tonight, obviously a two-player game. And we're going to be showing you how the game works. Now, if you aren't familiar with Steampunk Rally at all, then this is a great time to jump on because the Kickstarter just launched and they have some new things. And after playing through with all of these new things that they've added to the game, I think you're going to love it. And I think you're going to want to play the game this way moving forward. So let me kind of show you around what we got going on, and then we'll explain how the game plays and kind of dive into it. But the first thing I want to say is make sure that you are commenting and letting us know if we got any questions. I know we're going to have some people jumping in the comments. Paul's going to be here and answering any questions about maybe things that we get wrong. Hopefully not a lot, though.
Possible.
But it is possible. But Steampunk Rally Fusion is a new standalone game, so you don't have to have the previous one. You'll get everything you need right inside the box. And this is a new version of the game. And what is this game? It is a card drafting. So we're going to be taking turns drafting cards, passing them back and forth between each other, making agonizing decisions. And then we are going to be placing dice down onto these cards. So we are going to be building these crazy, insane inventions of race cars, race boats, airplanes, whatever these things are. And these contraptions, we are going to be racing along this track, trying to make our way to the finish line. And as we go along, we're going to be encountering things that are probably going to mess up our inventions. And things are not going to go exactly the way that they should. But at its core, that's what the game is. The game is a card drafting game. And then you're going to be using dice to place onto these cards to activate them to do all kinds of different things. And now, what is new in this version of the game? If you're familiar with Steampunk Rally, then in the Fusion version of this, they've added a number of really cool things. First off, you're going to get a new two-sided board. So this thing is going to, you've got two different sides. So you've got Machu Picchu. I don't know how to say that, Machu Picchu. And then you also have the Mars side of it. And so this is a two-sided board. So if you like the original version, you can you can intermix all of this stuff. They also introduced some new abilities onto the cards. And so I'll show you a couple of those, and then we'll kind of dive into the game and you'll see what I mean. But one of the abilities that they have is now called Gear Up. And this now allows you to place gears onto this card, and then you are going to be able to get an added bonus. So normally when you activate this card, you get this cool thing. But now if it's powered up or geared up, now you're going to get an added bonus. And so that's pretty cool. They added new scientists that you get to use, and they added in these cool fusion dice. Now, obviously, everything we have here is prototype quality. This is just a prototype. So go to the Kickstarter, and you'll be able to see exactly what everything's going to look like. But these fusion dice, the name of the game, right, are new dice that go beyond 6. So they actually start at 4, and they go all the way up to 9. So as you're going to see in the game, the higher your dice are, the more things that you're going to get to do, or faster you're going to move, or more resources you're going to get. And so these fusion dice give you the ability to really supercharge up a part of your invention. But the problem is, once you use these fusion dice, I guess it's so powerful that it like fuses to your machine, and that slot on the card is now completely burned out. And so if you have multiple slots on that card, you can still use it, but this die cannot be removed at all until that part is destroyed. And so that's kind of cool. And then the other thing that they added, which is probably my favorite addition to the game, are secret projects. And secret projects are something that you get to do with the dice that you can't do anything else with. So I don't know if you played the base game and you had these dice left over, and it was so agonizing to you to say, I just hate that I have to throw these dice away. Well, they came up with something for you to do with that. And so we each have a secret project. We both got 2 cards, and we got to choose one of them. And at some point during the game, if we power up our secret project, then we will get to do something special. And you've got 3 different levels that you can use the card on. And so if you power it all the way up to the top, obviously you get a better thing. And so you'll find out what those are, hopefully, when we charge them up. And then the last thing that I wanted to mention, because it needs to be said, is this game. I don't know what level of the Kickstarter you have to do, but it comes with these absolutely amazing little metal gears. So let me show you those things. These are incredible. What a cool add-on. So the cogs that come in the game, this is just such a cool little upgrade to that. So, all right, well, we are going to dive in. I'm going to try not to bog you down with too many rules. We're just going to go through it and then kind of explain how the game works as we go along. But the beginning of the round begins with drafting cards. So Tara has her 4 cards. I have my 4 cards. And we're going to choose a card that we would like to keep and then pass the rest on. There are 4 different kind of cards, gold, silver, and copper, and each one of them do a little different of a thing. And then there are boost cards, which these boost cards are pretty cool because you get to slide them up under your damage dial. And then at some point, dictated by what the card says, you can turn that thing over and do something special. And so that's cool. So we are trying to draft cards right now. And what we are doing is we are either going to take a card for its ability, and this would be added to our machine, or we are going to be selling the card for some kind of a value that's at the top. Like this one, I would get 2 yellow or 2 cogs. And so I kind of decide on what I want to do. And I like this one right here. Let me show it to you. I'm going for the rocket skis. And so this basically means if I use a red die valued 4 or higher, then I could move 1 space down the track. And if I gear this thing up, I think we already talked about that. If I gear it up, I'm going to be able to go 2 spaces. So that's what I'm going to use this round. Tara, what did you choose?
Read that for me with my glasses.
We'll try to read it in reverse.
There we go.
This is the Heaviside cabling. And so she can turn in a red die of any value. That's what that means. But you can only activate this once with a die. But then she's going to get a yellow die and 2 cogs. So that's a pretty cool one right there. Okay, well, I think I got mine. You take this. We kind of trade. And now I think that this game plays like 6 or 8 people. I can't remember what the player count is on this, but there is a ton that you could do in this. And they even have a thing in the game where they could let you, I definitely know what I'm going to do there. They have an easy start version of the game. It came with this extra little piece where it can kind of slowly put the training wheels on and get you going a few rounds and then kind of launches you out. And then you get all this other cool stuff. So that's neat. I am going to trade in my card here for the 2 red die is what I'm going to do. I need some dice to do some things. What did you do, Tara?
I added whatever that one is.
You added the thermonic
I'm scared to try to pronounce some of these and say the word wrong. It's very cool, though. I love it.
Hey, okay. Joe and Kevin. Kevin says 2 days. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it played up to 8 people, which I don't know if you have a lot of games that play up to 8. I'm offhand, I can only think of maybe like Camel Up that plays that many. So this is, I don't even think Camel Up plays 8. So this is cool. All right. Let's see here. So there are a couple rules as far as how you connect contraptions to your invention. And basically, it really just comes down to make sure that valves connect. And if they do, then you can put it anywhere. And the rules actually say that you can move stuff around anytime that you want. So I could do something maybe not like that because I don't have anywhere for it to go now. So you kind of have to think a little bit about what you want to do.
At any time you can move them.
Anytime.
Okay.
At any time. It says at your whim, I believe that's what the rules say. At your whim. So, oh, and you've given me a boost card to end with.
I don't know where you want. Can you discard those for me? Or do you want me to
you're not keeping it? No, these are, this is a discard over here. Ooh, that's a pretty good one. So I'm going to keep that.
Well, I know what it is, so I know what's coming.
So that's the beginning of the draft phase. Normally we go into this other phase called the vent phase, but on the first round we skip it, so we'll come back to that. So the next phase is where we get to start racing. And so really what that means is that you're going to roll your dice and activate your invention. And typically, once you learn how to play the game, they actually encourage you to do this all simultaneously. Because if you do it one at a time, it like really, really slows down the game. So basically, everybody kind of does their thing on their invention. And I don't know if you honor system check it, just make sure nobody's cheating and kind of move along. But
never know about this one.
That's true.
Is this where we...
Yes.
Do our light bulb. Okay.
Yeah, that's a great point. So there is each inventor has I don't know what you call this, a good idea every round. And so they've got this little light bulb, and it's just a little token that flips from side to side to show that you used it. And then on cards that you start the game with, each cockpit has a light bulb on it. And then there are other cards that you can draft throughout the game. And when you do the light bulb, everything that has a light bulb triggers, and you have to do it if you use the light bulb on that round. So sometimes that could be good or bad. For instance, on my Sky Stallion here, I could get a smooth movement, which we'll talk about all the movement stuff later, but I also take a damage if I do that. So I kind of have to make a decision whether or not I want to use that light bulb just yet. So, all right. And looks like Paul is in the comments. So great, Paul. Keep a straight man. Make sure that we're doing everything right and representing the game well. And then James Hudson is on with us tonight. Looks good, sounding good. Great. Good. Glad to hear that. We worked out all the kinks from last time. So,
right, so
okay.
Are we doing this honor system?
So, well, we'll kind of walk through it a little bit, but we roll our dice to begin with.
It's terrible.
It is terrible.
That's a bad first roll.
It is a bad first roll for me too. And I didn't get any cogs. You got cogs last round.
I did.
So cogs, what do cogs do? Cogs are pretty cool in that cogs allow you to, you can spend a cog, one of these cool metal things, to re-roll a die. That's a little sketchy because you don't know what you could re-roll. Or then secondly, you could use it to upgrade a die by 1 or 2 pips. Or you could upgrade 2 different die by 1 pip each. And so those are some things that you could do. And of course, in the new Fusion game that we're playing tonight, you can use it to gear up things. And so that's how that works.
I do have a question.
Okay.
When we do the dice, do we need to place all of them before we can activate and complete a card?
So I believe the way that it works is you activate it however you want. So you use a die on that part of the machine, and then you could go along and do something else, and then use another die. All that kind of stuff.
Nice to activate a card, get another dice that you need, and then try to. So that
and you can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can do all of that.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So definitely be able to kind of activate that, how that works best for you. And that's kind of the cool part of this game, how it's just really free flowing, and you're kind of using it to your benefit as you build your little engine. Literally you're building your engine and then firing it off how you want it to be. So yeah, Paul says we recommend you resolve each die placement immediately after placing it for exactly those reasons. Yep. So he's saying put it down on the card and then resolve it. And that probably helps you not to forget it. So okay. So why don't you tell us what you're doing, and then we'll kind of come back to me.
So I rolled a 1, which is actually kind of good. It'll be easier to get rid of it in
a
little bit. But I'm doing this any number.
Okay.
And I'm going ahead and getting a yellow dice because I'm hoping
yellow
die, hoping I can.
And then 2 cogs as well.
Oh, you get both. That's not either or.
No, I don't see a little line on there, so I think you get. I mean, you could just take either or if you want.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be really neat, I think, for people that love the game, which I hear nothing but great things about it. That the people that love this game are over the moon about it. So I think that what they've added into this, and then to be able to do kind of some things with both, is pretty cool. So I'm sorry, you were activating here.
So again, on this one, the red and the yellow have to be played.
No, it's either or.
It's either or in any number.
Okay. Yeah. So you've got this thermonic rectifier here, and so she could place either or. She could place a red or a yellow of any number, and then it's going to give her some more dice. And then, of course, you have your movement. She's got a really cool gig here where basically she can have smooth movement with her Electro Joe, and I'm pretty jealous of that. One other thing that I didn't mention here is that There's also a new feature in the game where cards can explode, or you can purposefully make a part of your, I guess you drop it off the ship or something and you do something else, or maybe it launches you forward more. But basically, if you permanently get rid of that card, it gives you an added bonus. And so that's kind of cool. All right, what you doing there?
Well, I played that, so I got the 2 yellow.
Okay.
And there's nowhere for me to use those on my board, so I'm going to start preparing for my secret project.
So that's the coolest part about that is so she just got 2 extra yellow dice. She doesn't need them, so she could start using them for a secret project. And the way that works is you need to get a run of dice, and a run can even be just 1 single die. But basically, you put a run of dice. It's better if you had a whole bunch, because then your secret project could just churn along pretty quickly. But they have to be in sequence, and you could use cogs to maybe manipulate the die to get them in sequence if you want, and then you just discard those die, run your secret project number up, and continue on.
Do they have to be in sequence when you first?
Just when you put them over there, run a die, and then they're gone, and you'll discard the dice and push up your little secret project.
So I need to make that work.
Overcharge is the word. I'm sorry. Yes,
overcharge
is the word when you blow up the card there.
Okay.
Yes, it really does look good. And so
So I have to make that.
You don't have to do it yet. I mean, you still have red dice that you could use.
Those, even though they're not in sequence yet.
Yes,
Okay.
But before your turn is over, you got to do something.
Oh,
with them.
I've still got to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll just go ahead and do that too.
Okay. You could also see what's going to happen with your red dice there.
Well, I've already rolled those, so
okay.
I think I'm going to place both of them.
Okay.
For movement.
And so that's 7 movement. It takes 5 to trigger that. So you could use one of your cogs if you wanted to upgrade that to a 5, and then maybe keep that 3.
Oh.
And I'm telling you that because you could go 2, 3, 4.
Yes, I'm not thinking. Okay.
Right there. I should not be helping, right?
It's good for you to help me. Keep me in line. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So now she gets 1 smooth movement. So we actually have these tokens laid down. They're going to come with standees, but so y'all at home could see a little bit better, I laid them down. So she has what's called smooth movement. Each one of these spaces on the board, a lot of them like this don't cost you any, or there's no damage that you're going to incur by going through them. But if there's a space that has the mountains on it, then that's going to cause damage to you. And so if you have the golden wheel, then that's called smooth movement. And so you can move over that and not take any of the damage. And so you'll definitely want to be doing that. So Tara is now officially in the lead as she moves forward. Okay. And then now it's my turn. And so there's nothing else you did. Well, do you want to discard those dice and then move your secret project up 3 points?
Sure.
So she is on her way to her secret project now. All right. And so now it's my turn. And so what I'm going to do, I'm sorry you can't see super well down here, but I'm activating my rocket skis that are going to allow me to move forward. That takes 4, and I've got 2 dice. I have no cogs, so I'm just throwing them all out there and just hoping for the best. So I'm going to move forward 1, and now we're tied up there. And now I'm going to activate my light bulb. And so I'm going to do that. It's going to give me a cog, which maybe I should have done that first. But it allows me to get rid of one of these dice. So I'm going to get rid of that one. And what's cool about that is you can activate stuff in any order you want. If a card gives you the ability to get rid of a dice, it could even be one that you had just played on that card to activate it. And so that's the end of my turn. But we're tied up. And I've got a cog now, and we're good to go. So that's the end of the round.
No damage?
No damage. Yeah, nobody took any damage, I don't think. So we're going to go on. So fusion forever. Yes. And so now we're going to go on to the next round. And so the way that works is we each take a set of cards from each one of these.
When does this happen?
That's going to happen when we enter into, I forget, Paul might be able to help me. When I enter into this pink zone there, then we're going to be able to trigger something special that happens. And so now we are moving back along.
Right.
So now we're going into the drafting phase. So it's a really delicate thing where you're trying to figure out, do I want to get rid of cards to give me dice to do things, or do I want to add a part to my machine? And especially as we start taking damage, Paul was telling me that one thing that a lot of new players do is they're afraid to take damage, but build your ship up good and let parts fall off, and it's not going to be that big of a deal.
That would be me. I don't like damage.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot about my... Oh, that's...
Ooh, I like this one.
Oh,
man. I don't want to give you any of these.
Hey, that's all right. That's a really tough card to do.
See? All right. I'm going to have to move my machine down here.
There you go. Okay. Let me show you what I'm taking right here. I'm taking the Repair Bot. And so this guy right here is a 4-sided one. So I now have 4 things around there. And then once per turn, I'm going to be able to, when I do my light bulb, I'm going to be able to get rid of one of those dice. And so that's what I'm doing. And now I just move everything around my boat.
I got that same card and I kept it too.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
We were ready to get rid of dice. Well, that's good. And there's really not any rules on how these things should be put on there other than make sure that the valves kind of connect. And I think the rule is that you have to be able to trace every single part back to the cockpit. So other than that, kind of do what you want. Oh, Mr. Cuddington is in the house. I don't know if that's David or Lena, but we got some amazing artwork from them. So that's awesome. And watching it on the big screen. Man, how does it look on the big screen? I got to get some dice to kind of activate some things here. So I'm getting rid of that one so that I'm just getting rid of this silver card to get some blue dice.
I've got to do the same thing. I need some dice.
Okay. Passing them along there. And then I am going to... I'm going to get some cogs. I didn't get cogs last time, so I'm doing the same thing. I'm ditching that to get some cogs. So now I got 3 cogs. Hopefully that will let me vent a die, which we're going to get to that. We haven't talked about venting dice at all yet. And that one's going to be all yours. What are you doing? Same thing.
Copying.
Okay, good.
I could get more.
I want both sides of this card. I want what it does, and I want the dice that I would need for it. So I'm just going to take the card, and maybe next round we're going to work up to what it does, because it has a really cool overcharge ability where I could get 2 shields, and there's a lot of rough terrain that we're going to hit along here. And the metal cogs are amazing. You got that? Yes. There's 2 different sizes. I'm assuming maybe one's a 5, and then these are single ones. So. All right, so now we are done with the drafting phase, and now we go on to the venting phase. And so you get to use these cogs to be able to vent dice. And that means that for every cog that you discard, you could basically knock a die down by 2 pips. And when it gets to 0, that die is removed from your card, and then you get to use the machine again, because it's like you use that part of the machine, it's all getting gunked up, and so you need to... It takes a little while to get it renewed. So I'm going to do that. I am going to... No, I'm not. I'm going to keep that. That was a 1. I've got this little feature here that lets me get rid of 1. So I think I'm going to do that. Yes. So you get to choose what the cog represents to you. That's neat. So, okay. So are you venting anything, ma'am?
Yes. So with my repair bot, I can just...
Well, that's during the race phase. Oh. So right now we're just venting. So it's just using cogs to knock those things down.
Gotcha.
If that makes sense.
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't ask, but I think I still have music playing in the background. So if that's too loud, let me know. And I got a button here I can hit.
I've got a button.
I got a button.
Okay, I think I'm done.
You're staying?
I think I'm done.
You're staying. Okay. Yes. So now, beginning of the round. Oh, and I forgot. I got 2 ways to get rid of red dice. So that's what I need to do. I need cards that give me red dice because I got multiple ways to get rid of them. So now we're on to the race phase where we do the things again. So we get to roll our dice and begin to play them.
Should I have left my light bulb off and turn it on now?
No, sorry. Yeah, at the beginning. That's an end of round thing that I forgot to do. So yes, at the end of every round, you flip your light bulb back on, and then it's ready to be used. So now we begin the race portion again, and I got a 6 and a 4 on my blue, and I think I'm going to, my goodness.
Okay, so this is where we can use repair bot.
Yep.
Turn the light bulb off.
Mm-hmm.
This was such a bad roll.
I did not get any of the right dice. I don't know what I was thinking.
Again.
Okay, so I think I'm going to use a cog here to turn that into a 6. And then now I have 2 6s that I'm going to use on my turbo moleculizer that triggers on 6s. And then that's going to give me 4 dice. That's amazing. I wish I had that thing powered up, because if that would have been powered up beforehand. Oh, man.
Okay, I'm going to remove that because of my repair bot.
So, Daryl, thanks for joining us.
Going.
We are in like the second round, so we're just getting started. You haven't missed much. We're just kicking this thing off. And then I'm going to roll these dice, and really I'm hoping for, oh, I don't know if the camera can see that, but that is the perfect roll right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have no more spaces to do that, so I'm going to add those to my secret project and tick that up by 4. This is the new add-on to this Steampunk Rally Fusion. So now I'm 4, and if Tara doesn't look, I'll show y'all what my card is. So I'm going to get those things, but it's going to hurt when it happens. So that's what my project is. So I just went 4 forward on that. I'm going to trigger my light bulb, which lets me vent a red die. And this lets me get rid of a blue die. And that's the end of my turn. That's all I can do, at least.
I need you to make sure I'm doing this right.
Okay.
So I don't have to have a red and a yellow.
No. It's just each spot, consider it a single spot that would activate that machine.
Okay, so
just multiple dice could do it.
I got that.
Okay. Got 2 yellow dice off of your Theromatic rectifier. Thermonic. By the end of this game, I'll have that down. Thermonic.
Okay. I'm going to place those there.
Okay, for the gear. Okay. Use it anytime during any phase. That's cool.
We're learning new things here. Okay. So how do I want to do this? I've got...
You got a couple blues.
4 and 5. Got a 3.
I didn't move at all this round. I didn't activate any kind of movement. I hope that's not bad. I kind of want her to trigger this thing first so we could figure out what that is.
So I can do just 3, 4, 5 for my secret project.
Moving up on the secret project. And you could spend a cog to make that thing go up a couple and get 6. 4 more on there.
How should I do it?
Thermionic. Thermonic. I don't know. Honestly, the names on this make for a lot of fun talk.
Well, there is an I in there.
Thermionic.
That just sounds cool, though.
I think Paul knows, so I'm going to go with what he said. Thermionic.
Right, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it.
Okay. So now you go 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes.
So 4 more dice towards her secret project. Yes. And then did you activate your light bulb? You did do that?
Yes.
Okay. So
I did all the things except my movement.
Okay.
So I get smooth.
Okay, you get just 1?
1 smooth move.
So Tara takes the lead. Boom.
It is. It's always just 1, right?
Yep. Yep. Unless you overcharge it, blows up the Electro Joe, and you could get 3 regular movement. So it's an option. Keep in mind.
It's an option.
Okay, so that's the end of the round. Flip your light bulbs up. I remembered to do that this time. And then now we're going to take some cards. And which I believe each one of these, the gold.
And we discard these now, right?
Yes.
I discard them.
The gold, silver, and did I move my secret project up?
I don't know.
I don't know either now. We'll have to watch the tape. Okay, so but the gold, silver, and bronze, I don't know if I talked about that. Boost cards, they each kind of do. This one has more to do with movement. This has to do with kind of changing things into things. And then this is like the all around connector guy that you got to have. And then these boost cards just do some amazing things. So there we go. All right. I am doing what I need to do this round. I'm getting those first. Well, let me see. I don't want to give you something that will hurt me. So, nope. You can have that. Ooh, that's a cool way to move. That's like, I hope you give me something I need because I cannot let you have that. Check this out. This is the Fusion Reactor. And this thing, I'll get my bearings down here in a second. The Fusion Reactor, with just a 4, my friend, you can move forward, or you could get a fusion die. And what I liked about it is that you can get any color die, the yellow, blue, or red. So electric, steam, or heat will let you do that.
I like all of these cards.
That's when you know it's a good game, when there's a tough decision.
We need a card that you pull out and be like, I'm not giving you any of them. There
Thanks,
is no
man, versus
drafting.
Meeple. Appreciate that. Okay, we're moving along.
Yes. I don't like it, but...
and you did not give me what I wanted.
Well, good.
It's okay, though. I got a new way to move, though. I was really needing the skis were my only movement.
I love this card.
Agonizing decisions is right. So I'm going to...
Oh, man, I need dice, though. But I like all the cards.
I'm going to get rid of that one so that I can get a couple more cogs.
I haven't even made sure I can put them on mine. Oh, man. Okay.
Oh, you got to. You need to go ahead and put them out. I think that's how it works.
I'm supposed to put them out. I'm just hoarding them because I'm excited. Okay.
Yeah. No, yeah. I went ahead and my contraption is already moved off the board. I hate that. Maybe I need to rearrange the board.
Did we find
mid-game.
out if a connector can go against?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It does not matter. Okay.
No. The only thing that matters is if you can connect a valve back to it, back to the main one. We were getting real like perfectionist and like you couldn't have an open valve next to another part of the machine and stuff like that. And I hope that's not the case because that's how we're playing right now.
Okay.
I was wanting to try to do this so that you could see my invention a little bit more.
I need dice. I'm going to have to.
I need you to see what I'm making here. That's it. Yes, I gotta have more space. This really is the funniest part of this game to me is when you start to just imagine this ridiculous invention racing down the road because it does not make sense because he's in the cockpit right here and then it's got all of this craziness around him. So
I love it. It's hilarious.
Okay.
Is this me?
Yeah, that's you, I think.
Man, I only gave you one card.
Something's backwards then. Did we lose track of one somehow?
Played 2 and then I discarded 1. Did I not send it to you?
You didn't send it to me. So,
I'm sorry, I'm going too fast.
Which one is it?
That one.
This one is mine? Okay. Yeah, give your die away. I think I'm going to charge up on here. Here we go.
That's so bad.
Yeah, she's got a very nice organized machine here, and mine's like top heavy, like I'm falling forward. And okay. I don't need. Here's another fusion reactor that has come up, and I don't need it. So instead, I think I'm going to discard this one.
I just don't know.
To give me a yellow die, because I'm hoping I'm going to get my charged spinnaker. Spinnaker. That's yours.
Thank you.
And oh, good. I'm taking these 2 yellow dice too. And it is really cool the way that the machines look. Like they have all different kinds of cool. Some of them are like spider legs. Some of them are like gliding skis. Some of them are wheels. One looks like a motorcycle. And so it is really neat, all the different parts of the machine that you could get. I don't know. Paul might be able to answer that as far as how many gear up cards there are in the deck. So now we did the draft phase. We scoot on over to the venting phase. And so we're going to vent a little. I am not going to vent because I have a 6 and I'm not going to spend 3 dice on that. So no venting for me. How about you, ma'am?
Yes. I'm going to spend 2 to take this 4 away.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just going to... no, I'm going to spend
Tough
another one and take
decisions.
the yellow. Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
So now we're going to start racing again. So I've got some ground to make up here, and I'm kind of scared about moving forward there, but we're going to see. Okay, so we roll all of our dice. This is terrible.
Oh, man. Okay, my light bulb goes off. I get to do my repair bot, which lets me take 1 away. I love that card.
Oh, thanks for reminding me of that.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that out loud.
I'm going to do that too. So that would let me get rid of a red die. I don't have that, but I do get a gear. Poof, add that. And then I do get to get rid of a blue die. So there we go. I forgot about my repair bot. So he's kicking in gear there. And then I've got 3 dice here and a lot of gears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gears. This might be a mistake because I do not have a way to... I've got this Sky Stallion here. Let me show you that one, which is pretty cool. Here's a great example of the gear up card, but I get a smooth movement every single round, but I'm going to take a damage. So it's a bumpy ride, I guess. I don't know. That's the only way that I have to think about it. But I don't naturally generate a shield any other way. So I do have the turbo moleculizer that would give me a shield, but it only happens every time I activate the turbo moleculizer.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm talking a whole bunch.
The is it galvanic forge?
Sure.
Galvanic forge, however you want to say that.
Yep.
So again, now this one is a question mark for my dice, but it says number of parts in your invention, which includes everything, right?
Yeah.
And
so you would have 7, so you'd have to have a 7 to activate that card.
Oh, but I don't have.
Yeah, it's just one of those.
Right. I need a yellow first.
That would be nice because you'd have 2 shields there.
I need a yellow first.
So here's where it gets tricky for me. I've got this next spot right here is going to do 3 damage. And so I need a smooth movement to do that. So I'm not going to do that just yet. So what I could do is charge up my Sky Stallion. Since I've already done that, that's a bummer. I should have waited to do that, and I could have already done that. But I'm going to let Tara maybe go in there and tell me what.
I don't know if I'm going to do it either. Yeah.
I'm going to charge that thing up. 1, just so we can see how this thing works. And so we've got 4 of these. So now my Sky Stallion is officially charged, geared up. And next time I activate my light bulb, which I don't know what the technical term for that is, but next time I use my light bulb, I will get a smooth movement.
Yep. Card says turn the light bulb on.
Okay, it is a light bulb.
You're calling it the right name.
So I'm talking over you a bunch. So what else do you need to do?
You know I'm a thinker. So I'm trying to figure out. I've not done anything yet, actually. I've not placed anything.
Okay. You've got a lot of red options.
Because I have 2, 3, 4.
Uh-huh. You could just work on that.
Continuing on my project.
Do you have any gears? Do you cogs? Because you could cog that thing. No, you don't.
No.
But you could go ahead and put it on there. I'm assuming you don't have to have all 3.
Myself in a bad spot.
You could just kind of keep adding to it.
Yep, I think I'm going to do that this time.
We're both afraid to trigger. You know, this thing has to end. Like somebody's got to win. So we're going to have to like brave it and just go.
Yeah. I mean, I can if you want me to.
No. That's 3 damage. You don't have shield, so.
Because it'd probably be better to.
I don't recommend it. Now you could do this one, the 5. That gives you a smooth movement. Put.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh yeah. Then I would totally do it, and then let's see what happens.
Easy for you to say. You know what? I hadn't even considered.
Do it for the stream.
Oh, I know. I'm going to. I promise. But I hadn't. I keep forgetting that. I keep getting confused because I keep thinking I have to have a red and a yellow, but I don't.
Yeah,
Gotta get that straight in my head. So I could just do that and get 2 yellow.
Okay, and then do something with it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Oh my.
2
Okay.
5s. So you still don't have enough to do the galvanizing forge or galvanic forge, but
Well, if I do this, I do now.
we cannot.
I do.
We can't. We got to move.
I know, I do.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I do.
And 2 shields.
So I did that. I got my 2. So I'm doing that.
So that gives you 2
Yay,
shields.
We finally get to use this.
But you don't actually need them this round. If you're gonna, are you not gonna do this?
Oh, it only lasts for the round?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's right. You could save them, right? I think that's right. Yeah, you can save them. So, okay. I forgot. You can save that. So, yeah.
If I can't save them, there's no point in going there right now. But yeah.
Okay, so that's what we're doing. I'm pretty sure you can save them. I think negative resets to 0, I think, because you take all the damage. And then the positive.
I love this little thing. I love
it is really
I love
neat.
it. Okay.
All the steampunk goodness, right? Okay, so are you going to move forward then?
So no, I can't move forward now.
Well, you could use a cog to make that into a 5, and then you can
4.
move. It's 1 or 2.
Oh, I was going to go here again.
Oh, okay. But I was just saying that, yeah, okay,
You're still trying to get me to move.
I want you to activate the thing. Okay, that's fine.
I can.
No. Next round, I'm doing it. I've got the little sky stallion here, and we're going to make it happen. So, okay, so I still have not used my 2 yellow dice that I have up here. And I am going to, I've got a 1 and a 2. I'm going to discard this to make this into a 2. And then 2, 3 to go to my project. So now I'm up to 6. I remember doing that now. All right, great. So good. We're at the end. Flip those light bulbs. Poof. And go back to the draft phase. And so here are your cards, dear.
Thank you.
And I take this. All
Sorry,
right.
I didn't move for you.
Yeah, I think there's like 102 dice or something in the game. At least that's what 104, 100 something dice. And then these fusion dice are going to come. Excuse me. Check the Kickstarter because you'll see they're going to look like these other ones, I believe, but they just have more pips on them. And so just really, really looks cool. And plays up to 8 people. So I'm assuming that's why they need all the dice. All right. I need some kind of shields this time. Anything with shields. No shields. That's great. This guy, but then I would have to... I got smooth movement, though. Maybe that's what I need to do. So here's my strategy this round. I'm drafting things that I'm just going to blow up. Is that a solid strategy? I'm drafting things that are just going to blow up. So I'm getting the high pressure boiler. The high pressure boiler's going on the backside there.
Things are moving.
Here's your cards.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, the more that we play this, the more that I realize it's just, if you like engine building games where you're just like cranking this thing up and trying to get it to streamline how you want it, it's pretty cool. And then it almost has kind of that feel of like a Galaxy Trucker 2 where you built up this machine and then you watch it get blown up. And so it's a lot of fun. And then all the steampunk goodness in it is just great.
Man, I'm not getting the kind of card I need right now.
I'm going to discard this guy to give me 2 yellow dice.
Doing a lot of discarding this time, aren't we?
I added on. This high pressure boiler is just there to get taken out. What in the world?
Sounds awful, doesn't it?
I mean, we need to show this one off just so you can see it. So discard all of your non-cockpit machine parts and set your damage dial to 0. So I guess that's like you're taking tons of damage at some point and you're going to blow up. You say, I got the ace in the hole. Isn't that the phrase? And then I'm going to get rid of. Maybe that's a really cool.
I need those.
Not saying anything else.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Okay, I'll take those blue dice. I don't need your electrolyzer. I'm taking it, just getting 2 blue dice. So there we go.
Woo, got dice this round.
All right, so we're back in it. So, all right, so now we're back to the venting phase, where you could pay a couple dice. You got tons of dice on your invention.
I do have a lot of dice.
I got 1. He's kind of in the corner. You can't see him, but 1 die. I don't know.
And this counts for 2, so could it go towards 2 dice?
No, I don't think so.
Trying to
I think
get
you
away
spend
with
1 cog. I think when you're using it on the other side, it could go to that.
That'd
Paul
be
could tell
nice,
us,
though.
but I'm pretty sure just you use 1 to get rid of 1 on the thing.
Okay. Are you not doing it?
No, I just have 1 die, and I've got my repair bot ready to go. He's going to get rid of that one for me.
All right, I think I'm good then.
I think that's what's going to happen, Mark. I think we're just going to skid in at the very end, and my little secret project might have something to do with that. But what's cool about this, you can't see it, it's over here, but there's a finish line here, and then actually there's a bunch of spaces. Let me take us off for a second. But there's a bunch of spaces you can go through here. And so once you cross the line, it's 1 more round. And so, or I guess it goes this way. To see who can get the furthest. And so I guess it's like, give it all you got, blow everything up, get rid of, if it's not nailed down, get rid of it, and see who can win the thing. So, yeah. Okay, so you did venting. Now we're on to racing.
Racing. Okay, so my light bulb, I have to do that at the beginning because I get dice. Oops.
So a 1, a 3.
Oh, no. Okay, repair bot.
No, Paul, we were just asking on the venting phase, when you use a cog, that goes to just 1 die. You can't split that up between 2 die on the venting phase. I know on the racing phase, I believe I read where it's you can either do 1 die by 2 or you can do 2 different die by 1. So we were just wondering there.
All right, what are we going to do?
Okay.
Let's see.
I'm going to try to move this puppy along. So I'm going to activate. Oh man, that's pretty cool. I could get 2 shields that round. Oh no, I'm doing my Sky Stallion to blow this thing up. So I'm going to activate my light bulb, which lets me get rid of a red die, get a cog, do the robot thing, which will get rid of this. And then I move forward a smooth movement. But then I take a damage. I'm going to set my damage dial to -1. There we go.
So
I hope that question. Yeah, that's a question.
Okay, so you moved. I was going to say if we're doing this simultaneously, who moves? Just whoever gets to that first.
I think that would go.
Did that trigger?
Yeah, I think then that would go off of maybe whose turn it is to go first that round. Paul might be able to help us. But I'll take one for the team, and I'll say it's me, unless you want to do it.
I'm moving also, so
you're moving also.
That needs to work.
So how many spaces are you moving? Just the 1 right now?
Oh, I could go 2 actually.
I'm doing the smooth movement here so that I don't have to take the 3 damage.
So if I just go through it?
Well, you still have to once you enter in that zone, then now. Oh no. Yeah. If you enter that zone where that is, you still have to take the damage. So basically, if you did all of your movement, you would add up, okay, I took 3 there, 1 there, that kind of thing. And then we're going to get to this thing where we get to wow the crowd here in a minute. If when you go into this space, you count up all your vented open valves and subtract. Or you get 5 cogs and then minus every open valve you've got, and then you get that many cogs. Currently, I have 0 valves open.
This is 5. So there, get the yellow die.
So Paul says, vent phase, each cog reduces 2 pips worth of dice. So you could vent a 2 completely, or you could vent 2 different dice by 1.
You could. I could have done that.
Could have done it. Look, we're all learning here.
That makes me happy, though. That's wonderful. Okay, I have so much.
So I guess my artifact zones trigger at the beginning of the turn. All players on the zone will be affected. It would be resolved in order shown on the dial on the back of the event deck.
Okay, so since I did this card and got the 1 movement without getting hurt, damage, excuse me.
Right.
I have another card that would let me have a movement.
Okay. Yeah, you could
And
totally do
there's
that.
nothing there that could damage me, right? So
Right, if you went forward again.
Yeah.
So poof.
So let's do that.
Okay. So Paul, if I'm understanding right, then this should have happened, or this will happen now, or the beginning of next round. I guess I'm still not understanding that. Because we've entered into this artifact zone. We're going to continue on. I'm going to turn this into a 4 with a cog. That gives me a movement. So I'm going to catch up to her.
So,
yes, ma'am.
So if I can do this in any order, right? I did that first. So now I could come back and do that again.
Yep.
Let's do it.
So now you're going to...
No damage.
No damage on that one.
Perfect.
So lucky for you.
This is so much fun. Okay.
What else could I do? These take a 6.
Ooh, I better not. Well,
I think I'm going to put this guy here, spend my last cog to make him a 6. That will give me 2 more blue dice. I need to get that thing charged up. Oh, it gave me a couple more.
Could do that and get 2 yellow.
Let's do... I don't have any cogs to change them before you begin drafting next round. Okay. Before we begin drafting next round. Once you're done, the end of round phase, including things like taking damage, resetting your light bulb. Gotcha. Okay. So now this zone is going to trigger.
And that goes away.
I have no other place to put my 1 because that requires a 4. So this guy's probably going to be lost. I think I'm going to just save these for my project. That goes to my project. And these 2 dice are lost. It's so sad.
I lost some too.
Did you? No,
so at what point can we just
I'm in the zone now.
Blow something up?
Now what happened if you, which is about to happen for me. So I'm at the, she's now past the artifact zone. It will no longer trigger for her. Wow.
What?
This is bad. You're out of the artifact zone, so it's not going to trigger. So I'm in this artifact zone, so it's going to affect me.
So moving mate was the right decision? That's
Let me look at what I got
Is
here
that
just
good?
in case. No, I can't do anything. So, okay. So now we've done all of our things that we could do, right? Are you done?
Yeah.
So your project is like done.
Complete.
Completed project. So at any moment she could do her project. So now it's the end of the round. We flip over our little light bulbs. And now we're going to reveal this guy here. I don't think that that's that bad. The cryo chamber. So we'll show that off. Booyah. So this,
I was kidding.
There you go.
What's that? What?
This is a great, great thing for me that just happened. So I get a fusion die, and then I get to get rid of any of those. So,
So it's not necessarily a bad thing that can happen to you. It could be a good.
Look, I believe that's what the card says. So
lucky.
So do I have to? I'm assuming I get to use this fusion die on this round now. So here we go.
All right.
All right, that's great. Okay, so I believe if that had been somebody else had been before that zone, then you would have known what would be waiting on you, and then you would go into that zone. So, and I did not blow up my part. We got to get to this. So I had -1 damage, so I got to go back to 0, and my hyper pressure boiler, which is the only reason I drafted it, is now blown up. So just like that.
Just like that.
Okay, beginning of the next round.
All right. I've got a lot of dice to have to remove this time.
You need to, maybe you could draft something that would get rid of some of those. And I'm looking forward to this space that's right here, because if I can make it to there and have all my stuff, then I will get 5 cogs, and then I've got some things I want to do with those.
Oh yeah, I'm getting nothing.
So I need 2 things of movement this round, and it'd be great if I could move and then be able to. Sorry, my computer's beeping at us.
Family.
I interpreted the card correctly, ma'am.
He's so rotten.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to get rid of this one so I can get 2 yellow dice because I need that.
I don't even know what to do.
Or maybe I go for red. Let's go a different route. I'm going to get rid of this guy. I've got this ability that lets me vent a red die or get rid of a red die for free. So I'm going to do that. Oh, on the Martian side of the board, they're all bad. So these little artifact cards. Oh, these are my boost cards.
Oh, okay.
That is why they tell you to put them under the dial so that you don't get them confused. Okay.
All right, let's see.
That is a nice card.
What?
I'm blown. I'm gonna I'm gonna overcharge that puppy.
Let's see.
This card right here, the whatever that thing is called, the Vern Thrusters. I'm gonna purposefully overcharge that, because if I do, I get rid of the card, but then I go a free smooth movement and three, count them, 3 cogs, my friend. Add that onto the back, and that gets rid of all my open valves. Things are looking up. Oh, that's a good question, Paul. Yeah, I don't know. Since I got that at the beginning of the round, does this fusion die wait around, or did I, because I don't have a spot for it, does that fusion die go away? How many cards do you have? 2?
I have 3.
Okay.
I haven't figured out.
Okay, I put that on there. The Vern Thrusters are now engaged. I got 2 red dice, so maybe I need blue dice.
Can I get another secret project? Do you only get 1 per game?
It's all yours. Oh, what am I giving you? When another player plays a boost card, play this card in response to take that card into your stash. Game 2. You could steal my boost card? You're not going to do that, right?
What is your boost card?
It's one of those things.
Oh.
I have 2 of them, and you don't, so this might be perfect timing. Jimmy, you get to use it this round. If you haven't used it by the end, it will go away. So there you go. Look at that. My little collection of dice is growing. And then I'm going to get rid of this boost card to get me a couple of cogs because I need them. There we go. That's my stash. 2 blues, 2 reds, and a fusion die. This is the first fusion die of the game, people.
And the fusion die you have to use this round?
Yeah, or it goes away because I don't have a spot for that. And so I'm going to fuse it onto something, which I kind of have an idea, because it's a wild. It goes anywhere, but then it's like it's stuck there forever. There's no way to vent it or get rid of it by any cards. So okay. So here we go.
All right, so we are in vent.
I really need to move like
phase.
3 spaces. But I do not have enough of that. Okay, so we roll all of our dice. Oh no, vent phase. Yes, I don't have to vent, so I'm just going to be sitting.
A lot of venting.
I'm just going to be sitting here waiting for a while.
But I don't know what to even do.
You got 3 cogs, so
I'm
not going to tell you what to do.
Okay, let's see.
I'm going to check comments.
I'm going to do that. So I can take 2 die away if they equal. That's what he said, right?
That's what he said, and that is what
he said.
That's what he said, and I believe him.
And I believe him. I'm not real worried about that right now. Okay, so I'm going to play 2 to take 2 dice away. And I think that's all I'm going to do on that. Venting.
Okay.
Mm,
These cogs are the coolest.
yes, that's all I'm going to do.
Okay.
I hope I'm not messing anything up.
Oh, that's going to mean I'm going to lose another card. I did not plan that well. That's okay. Unless I don't have yellow dice. Okay. All right.
Can I ask you one more thing before
Yeah,
we move
please.
forward? Because I'm sitting here thinking, have I messed up some? Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Okay, so like I played that like 2 rounds ago or something. So, but red's still open. So if I have any number of red, I can still play there. That doesn't have to be away too.
Nope.
Gone to. Okay.
No.
I'm doing right.
Just think about it like you can activate this card twice before you have to vend something off of it.
And those are your 2 options.
And you could activate it with a red or a yellow.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. We're rolling the dice.
All right. I get 2 red for my...
I would get the game just for the cogs too, I think.
All right.
That's probably why they wouldn't offer that as just an add-on. You got to get the game to get the cogs.
I get to take this off. Repair bot.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
You still using your repair bot?
I got to figure out when I want to use him.
He's pretty awesome.
Because I need to do some movement. And get some shields. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I'm after this round.
Okay, so...
I really need cogs. That's how I could get some cogs. All right, let's do this the right way then. Okay. I am going to...
Take off 2.
It's got to be 6, so I got that. Okay, I'm going to do, let's just see how this works, just for fun. I'm going to overcharge my burn thrusters here, which normally if I activated this, I would get 2 movement. But instead, I'm going to overcharge it, which would blow this part up. The burn thrusters have left us. And I get 1 smooth movement and 3 cogs. I'm doing that because I want to power up some other stuff. So that die goes away, and I get a smooth movement. So that stops the damage from that spot. We're kind of covering it up, but that stops that damage. And now I need to continue on.
Red, yellow.
Oh, that would give me more damage, though. So I got 5 of these cogs. I could do this. That would give me a shield and a fusion every time I activate it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that. I kind of like this one down here. That would give me some movement, but sometimes you don't want lots of movement. Yeah, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm charging up the turbo moleculizer. Has now been charged, geared up, is now geared, and now I'm using this 1 blue die to activate it. So I'm going to get 2 more blue die. I still haven't used my fusion die this round. Oh man, that's what I should have used this on that card that got blew up. I'm not thinking, people, but I did get a shield. So we're going up here. And
She just learned something new.
Yes, he said you still get the regular effect. So you get, I totally missed that. So I still would have gotten the 2 regular movement, which this is bad news for me. And then another smooth movement, which is actually great. So then I'll take a damage from that one. So I think that puts me back to 0 if I'm retro acting it, because I got a shield here when I activated this. There we go. I think that's right. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so now, man, this thing is going good. The Vern thrusters were good to me. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. So now I'm going to do this guy right here. That gives me a movement again. Oh, we are cruising now. I'm going to do this. Oh, that would give me another movement. Poof, there. Then I think I'm going to... I've got a 9 and a 5. If my math is right, that's 14. Maybe we do this.
Okay, so
and that'll give me 3 more moves.
And you're talking a whole lot over there. I don't know what all you're saying.
1, 2, 3. There's a lot happening now. We are cruising along because I'm doing this over here. And so I would have gotten 3 cogs from that as well.
Got all these dice I can do nothing with.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I could, but I would just roll more dice that...
Now I'm going to activate. Paul, can you help me? I'm not sure. I passed both of these spots where the crowd should have been looking at us. Does that only happen if you end your turn on the crowd thing, or should I have done that in both spots?
How did you just get so far up there?
Oh, we did. We blew up the piece.
I have no idea what you've been over there
We
doing.
moved a couple. My fusion reactor's been cruising along. Come on.
It's bad.
I got to ease off the gas here. We don't want this to be a blowout here.
Looking bad for me.
I think you forgot to resolve the crowd tile. Yeah, that's what I was wondering if I should have or not. So then that's going to be when I was here. When I passed that all happened in that thing when I blew up the card and then I moved forward. So that I had 1 extra spot. So man,
amazing.
4 little cogs there we got. And then I'm going to use this to turn this 1 into a 2. And we are powering up my secret project a couple more. And that's all I'm doing for this round. You have anything else to do?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
I'm good.
End of the round. Okay, so flip our little tiles back over. And so I think if I did that right.
Does something happen here again?
I'm in this zone, so it's the beginning of the round. So then this thing would happen, and we're using this card. Ooh. This is not good, people. Let's see what it says here. If I can get that on the screen. It says immediately. This is so disorienting. I feel like the weatherman. Immediately lose 1 non-cockpit machine part or 3 movement, doubling any damage for terrain. If you end on another artifact, resolve it immediately. This is bad. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's no movement. There's no damage there. Okay. That's where we're going to go right there. All right. Okay. Move forward there. We're moving along.
It's just dust in the wind.
Moving. You just did perfect. She has 5 exposed connectors. She will not collect any. Okay, yeah. So you're on this spot right here.
Yes, I know. I can't. I have way too many.
That's a bummer. I'm so sorry, my dear.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're at the beginning of the round. So now this one right here is the artifact one. And so Stargate.
Woo.
Okay, so now we go back and we start drafting again.
So does that affect me when I get to where you were?
I think so. I think that that means that now when you enter into that zone over there that you would know that. I just need to say thank you, Paul, for being here.
Thank you, Paul.
Because I think that that's how that works. So now we're back to the beginning here. The bad thing, though, is on my charge, I did a whole bunch that round, but I also completely, like this guy right here just needs to be blown up at some point.
And when can we just blow him up?
You kind of want to keep them around because if you take damage, then those things go away. Yeah. That takes the damage instead of that. And you can always, during this phase, get rid of one. You just don't get any benefit from it. You're not selling it. You're just like dumping the part. Uh-oh. We missed this zone too. Oh no, it's another Stargate thing. Oh no.
From where?
I would have to move forward there and do 2.
Oh, and the other pink, the first pink?
Uh-huh.
You missed the first one?
No, we already did this one, I believe. I think I went from here and then I went into that zone too. So it's another artifact. Oh. But I'm gonna do the thing where I lose a non-cockpit part, which is what I was talking about. So we're blowing up my charged spinnaker instead of moving forward because I don't want to take double the damage, because that would be 1, 2, 3. I would end up taking 4 damage times 2, 8 damage. That's how you win the game.
Okay.
I like to check the comments. So, what's up, Games of Fire? Thanks for joining us. Oh, you already chose. Yes, I want this one here because it's going to give me some shields, and it only takes a 2. Oh, that's a cool way. This is kind of what we were talking about before. This card says that we can save a die, so store die. So there's a way that you could store die, and it's got a cool ability that if it is a fusion die, you gain a shield and you get rid of a red, or to ignore the effects of a boost card. And that is how I could get around her thing there. So I need to activate this guy that'll give me a boost die that I could then put on this guy. Plan is coming together.
Sounds like it.
And then that's yours. That's a nice card. That is a nice card. We're gonna save that boost. Nice little boost there. Okay. And then I think I'm going to take this for the blue dice. I do think that this game is definitely one that rewards you the more that you play it. And then I think just the time that it takes to play would just drastically go up, because even this, we're flying through this, but even then it still would go pretty fast because you already know what you're doing. You're like, okay, I've got a machine that I like. I'm going to just get the dice that I want. I'm not even looking at these extra parts. I feel like it's going to, yeah, I'm using this mat as a Game Toppers mat, and it is a neoprene mat. Love it. Awesome. Okay, so now we are in the venting phase. So if you'd like to vent something, now is the time to do it. I've got
so much to vent.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cogs. So I'm going to use 2 of these to get rid of this die. That would actually give me a fusion die. So we're going to... Actually, I'm going to do 3. That was a 4. Keep me honest, people. I'm going to use 3 to get rid of that 1 die, blue die. Because what I'm hoping to do is maybe activate this one. I get a fusion die there and a fusion die there. There you go. So the Stargate remains at these 2 locations for you to use if you want to. So that's one way that I zipped across there. You could do the same thing. Zip, zip. And then you still have that one that's coming up, right? Or no, that's the one you missed. Stargate, Stargate.
I'm still trying to figure out what to take off. 4. Sorry, I'm so slow.
You're not slow.
Okay.
Gives me more time to stack the cogs, as they say. Oh. Yeah, this is a very, very cool game. Very, very cool.
I don't know if I've made the right decision.
I would almost just be thinking, like, where are you going to place those yellow dice?
Figure it all out.
There you go. And I think I said this at the beginning, but there is like a starter mode to the game too, where you can it takes you like 3 or 4 rounds, and you don't vent dice, you don't do boost cards, some of that kind of stuff, and then that kind of gets you into the game of maybe you've already got a machine going, and we're chugging along, and it's a little bit shorter too, so it's not as long of a game.
Okay, I'm just gonna stay there.
All right, so we are done venting. Now we are racing.
Race mode.
7.
So light bulb. Okay, so I did a thing.
Oh, you did. This sounds bad for me.
Well, it could be bad for me, I guess. I got a light bulb card.
Okay. Yeah, that's great.
And so...
Yeah, you get 2 movement, but you do take a damage.
Take a damage. And I have to do that every time my light bulb triggers.
Which I've got that same gig going on, but I've got a smooth movement on mine, but I take a damage.
Okay, so I take 2 movement. That puts me there.
Which kind of movement did you do?
Oh, it's just regular. It's not smooth.
So you stepped on this little plate here as you're going by, and it's either you're going to pay a yellow die.
Okay.
And then you ignore that, or if you didn't want to get rid of the yellow, then you would take 2 damage. So
let's get rid of the yellow.
Okay, that's a good choice. I think.
I'm all right with that. Okay, and then I take a damage on my dial, right? Because of that card.
Oh, okay. And then
Okay.
And then you trigger the rest of your.
I triggered my repair bot. Oh, which one do I want to remove?
I'm going to do some of the same things she's doing. I'm going to trigger this. It gives me a cog. I get to remove a red die. I get a free movement, and but I take a damage to do that. We'll see if that was worth it. I'm going to use my heat shield to gain a shield. So that puts me back up to 0. I think these dials are absolutely necessary because I would get so confused on what I have or have not done.
Okay, so I'm going to do 1 there.
And then I'm going to...
Are we confusing talking?
Yeah, I don't know if that is confusing or not, but we're all just kind of doing our little thing, which I think the more you play the game, the more you can appreciate that. I'm going to use this 4 to get a fusion die that I'm going to roll. I got a nice 8, and then I'm going to put it on my containment basin. That says if I discard a fusion die off of this card, I gain a shield and I get to remove that, or I get to ignore the effects of her boost card, which might be why I picked that up. I saw on the Kickstarter that they've got there's different versions that you can buy, deluxe and fanciness. So go online and check it out. I don't exactly know what comes in the different versions, what the difference might be. So now you have some options here. 1, 2, 3, 4, you could take the shortcut. 7, 8, 9. And then you got some smooth movement right here.
No.
You could take the smooth movement and you'd be within like a couple spaces of me.
I've got all kinds of things right now that I can do.
Isn't that great?
It is great. I'm going to go right there. Get a red, another yellow.
And a cog. That is a really nice card.
Like I've got so many things going on. I'm trying to figure out what order to do it in.
Step down transformer. You take a yellow electric die and you turn it into more electric, some heat, and a cog.
Okay, I'm going to go here, which is the number of my parts and gives me 2 shields again. Keeping upper.
How many shields do you have?
3.
Wow, you could do regular movement through there and only lose 1 part.
Oh, I don't think so.
You're about to catch up to me so fast.
Well, that's what I was trying to do.
But I got...
Okay, so what if I take the shortcut?
Uh-huh. Yeah, so there's 4 points worth of damage there. Oof. But if you use this thing right here...
Oh, I could go through it.
Mm-hmm. And you have 3 shields right now.
Yes.
Which, side note, the most that you could have is 3 shields. If you get another shield, you bump up, but then it gives you a cog, and then you go back to 3. So the most you could have is 3. Like, I think at a time, maybe, yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to think through this because when we're playing, I can also use these to change.
Uh-huh.
I keep forgetting about that because I could do more things again.
I would totally do that. Those things that you're talking about. Yeah, I forgot about that. Paul's right. On that atomic level, it came with like a ton more cards. I was shocked when I read that, just all the different cards that came with it. I thought that was amazing.
I'm gonna go there and move.
It was really cool. 1, no damage because you did a smooth movement. Your Electro Joe just glided you right by.
And this is smooth movement or destroy.
And blow it. If you destroyed this card, which it would be gone forever, but then you could get another 3 movement.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Put me right in there.
That's good to know. I think that's all I can do. I have filled everything up. I think I'm good.
Yeah, Table Topper, Game Topper LLC. This is not an ad.
Okay.
So what happened now? So you're done?
I'm done. Yeah.
I'm done too. I'm not moving any more this round, but I do have my fancy little fusion die that I got there. And I was going to show them, so don't look. I was going to show them my, again, you just looked.
I did look.
So anyways, that was my secret project that is now powered up. We are on I'm on the 8 level. I've got 2 more, and then I will be able to do the ultimate explosion.
I've got a secret project over here too, you know.
You do? Okay. And yours is fully powered up as well. So
full.
Okay, so beginning of the round. That's all you did was just go right there. I thought you were going to go further. You didn't go further. Okay. All right.
I moved. Did we move me?
Because you were back here. You went 1, 2,
3,
and then 3 put you in there.
Did I move that one? I should have moved 4 times.
So then you would have had 2 damage. 2
Because I moved here. That's what it was. In the 2, we forgot to move on up because we were talking about what I was going to do there.
So you should have gone there and then 2 more or 3 more.
Yes, 2 more.
So that would put you right there. That's what we.
So, I'm sorry. So I did this one.
Because you were here. 1, 2.
Then I did this one. 1 movement.
3.
And then I did the no.
4.
Yes.
Okay. So we're right then.
So it was right? Okay.
The only thing I can't remember is there's 2 stargates. I think those 2 stargates were here. I think this was that other one. I feel like we've missed an artifact card somewhere. So beginning of the round then. So we go to drafting now. 1, 2, 3, 4. But the end is near. I see it because we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces away, but there's a lot of damage along the way. a lot of artifact card, 2 more artifact cards. And you have another Stargate that you could use, Tara, that once you go, if you started your round on this spot, you could shoot forward 3 spaces. So, okay. So here we go. That's a bummer. I need some dice this round. Let's do this. Which will give me what's the boost? If you play this round, you win. You're going to see it anyways because I'm not taking it. If you play this in the last round, you win. That is the cow catcher right on the front. The cow catcher. What do you mean
you just win?
Oh, sorry, ties. You win all ties. So if we tied somehow, we ended up on the last space. You keep that cow catcher in your pocket, then you play that puppy and win. I don't know how likely is it that we're going to tie?
Before I pick my cards, when my damage gets below 0, I start losing pieces of my machine.
Yes. Yeah.
Which pieces?
Any pieces you want, other than your cockpit.
So, like, if my damage is at -2, I lose 2 pieces.
2 whole pieces. This machine is breaking apart. For future reference, it's usually a good idea to leave the artifact card immediately beside the zone it is attached to.
Oh, that's smart.
I believe it's that and that. So I think we skipped this artifact zone here.
Yeah.
Or I think, you know what it was, didn't we? We activated it here. I activated it here. Yeah, I think we skipped that. It's okay. We're going to make it.
Oh man, I don't know what to do.
But that's a good idea. That way you don't do what we did. Let us be your example, people.
So does my damage go back to 0?
If you're under, if you're negative.
If you're negative, it goes back?
If you're above, it stays there.
I mean, this matters right now.
It does matter. So you're about to do some movement, I think. Okay.
All right. I just got another sail card, which activates every time my light bulb turns on. So that's an instant 4 movement.
So you're coming for me. Is that what you're saying?
But I'm going to take a lot of damage.
That's okay. Bring it. Arc lamps. That gives me... Remember, the damage only happens at the end of the turn. That's right. Two red. Let's get 2 blue dice. My little machine here does not use yellow energy almost at all. Hey, I could do what you did. I could do the double fusion reactor somehow. Oh, we're doing it. I hope you can have more than 1 copy. Boom. Look at that. Double fusion reactor. Is that your card? This is my card. And then I'm going to draw 2 silver border cards and draft one of them. Discard the other. Then, if at least half of your non-cockpit machine parts are silver. Nope. Half. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Oh, I have to put one out. Then if at least half of your cockpit machine parts are silver. It's looking pretty good. Yes, we can have multiples of the cards. So your 2 sails on the top are completely legal.
That's good.
You got some legal sails there, man.
That's good. All right, I'll turn that in and get to.
Cogs.
Oh, this is getting scurry.
You're gonna plan some. See, I'm kind of scared because you're gonna do that, and maybe if you had some shields or something, it doesn't matter. Okay, now we move on to the venting phase. So if you would like, you can spend cogs to vent. And I would like to do that. So I'm going to use both of my cogs, sadly. So whatever I roll is what I roll. This is a bad strategy.
Okay, I'm trying to think through this.
I want you to think through it because I'm coming for you.
I know, it's so scary now.
I think my thing was on 10. These clips did not come with the game. I sourced them from another game. I stole them.
4, 5, 6. 2, 4, 6. Okay.
What am I going to do with those anyway? I could use them here and power those puppies up.
6. Oh my goodness, I'm using all of them. Am I doing the right thing?
I don't know.
Hang on. 2, 4. Are you making fun of me?
No. This joke is in the comments and it needs to be said.
Uh-oh.
You couldn't take those sales back anyways because all sales are final.
Oh, got it. That's a good one.
That is a pretty good joke.
That's a good one. Okay. All right.
Are we done with the venting phase?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Done with the venting phase. We're on to the moving phase, the racing phase. So let's race, lady.
Oh, please. Oh,
Okay.
no. Okay, so the light bulb.
That's going to work.
Oh my goodness.
That, I think I could get to.
Something away. Taking that one away.
Oh, I need a golden movement. I need to move and then.
Oh, I got rid of all my cogs.
Okay. I'm going to activate my heat shield over here, which gives me a shield. Cranking up to 1. I'm just talking out loud so people kind of know what I'm doing. Then I'm going to take this 4 down here, and I get that gives me 2 movement.
Okay, so my light bulb triggered these sale cards. Do I have to do that first?
Yeah, if you want to do this, if you do the light bulb
triggers first.
Yes.
Okay, so I need 4 movement with 2 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4 out of nowhere.
Okay.
Where'd she get those sales?
So, and I know we're trying to simultaneous, but what?
So I think that would happen at the beginning of the round. So if you ended there at the beginning of this coming round,
just tell me when that happens.
You have the option.
Okay.
Oh
man, I can't see.
I'm really nervous because I got a lot of problems if I move forward.
Okay, you moved me up.
I can't activate this because that would give me 2 movement. Maybe Paul could tell me if my gears are mandatory. Is the boost from the gear card mandatory? Like, could I activate my rocket skis and not use my geared up ability? I can't remember if that's the case or not. So I'm going to patiently wait until we find out. Because I would like to move forward 1 and then turn my light bulb on to move forward again, and then I would negate all of that damage.
I've got to do the right thing here. This matters.
I could do this while I wait. No, I can't because I only have 5.
I didn't move any of that stuff.
And I do have a fusion die here that I could use. That would be 4. But I'm kind of wanting to use that in case she... Oh, my boost card. Let's do something with the boost. Once you have geared up the part, the extra effect is mandatory. It's not good. If there's at least...
Okay, so I need some clarification.
Okay, let's clarify.
So so right now we're racing, we're putting the stuff on our cards, we're activating.
Mm-hmm.
When can I blow up a card? Can I do the thing and then blow it up? Or is it only at a certain phase? I can't
The only
remember.
time you can get rid of cards is during the draft phase when we're putting stuff on. Then I think it's part of...
Then you can blow it up?
Well, you don't really blow it up. You just discard it. It just goes away.
Well, I guess I'm wondering...
Oh, now that, yes, that's called overcharge. I'm sorry. No, that's in addition. You will get one movement, you'll blow up the card, you overcharge it, and then you get 3 movement. Now I know what you're doing.
I mean, I hate having to ask you that because I don't want you to know. But I'm
okay.
I just have to figure out the order to do this.
That's how I'll do this. Okay. I'm going to go there. It's going to move me forward 1 spot. And then I'm going to activate my light bulb. Boom. That lets me get rid of a red die. He says I can get rid of something else. So I'm going to get rid of this guy.
I'm just going to let you finish, then I'll finish.
So when I moved into that spot, I take a damage. So I'm back down to 0, right? I still have these 2 dice left, which I don't think I can do anything with. And then I'm going to activate my light bulb, which is what I was in the middle of doing. And that gives me... Why was I thinking that would do movement? I just messed up. Oh, no, here it is. Yeah, here's my movement. So I go forward, movement. So I ignore that, but I do take another damage because it gives me a damage there. What's up, Bradley Johnson? My good friend.
Bradley!
What is up?
Okay, are you done?
I didn't recognize you there for a second.
Are you done?
Yes, go for it.
Are you really done?
Like with my whole turn done? I don't think so. Not the way you said that. No, I'm not going to be done.
You're not? Okay, because I feel like I can't,
Okay, so I'm going to play a boost card, which we're almost over and I'm finally using this. But this boost card is a cold fusion card that says I can get rid of each one of those and I get myself a fusion die. So we're going to do that. So get rid of each one of those, which I only have this one. We're going to do that. And I get myself a fusion die. 6. I'm going to put this
whole time
back on, and that is going to give me a shield, which puts me back at 0. I'm going to overcharge it, which means I get rid of this and I get 3 red dice. We're doing the things, people. Because if you're coming for me, then I'm a little scared.
Well, I might be.
So then I've got these 2 dice here. 2 6s I rolled. That's great. So now I'm going to activate this. Okay. Are you going to do anything else? Because I think we have. So that's 12 divided by 4. So that's 3 times that this is going to activate. So I would get 6 movement. 1, 2, 3, 6 movement. Here we go. Oh no, that's going to blow me up. Wait, I'm not going to do that yet. Because I would take 4 points of damage.
When can we use our secret project card?
Anytime. You want to use it? Use it.
So,
is that your prerogative?
And
I'm going to do 1 and move forward 2 spaces.
I just have to ask because I have to reveal. So if my card gives me one of these dice.
Go forward that one.
I feel like you're cheating. He's just doing all kinds of stuff. Are you cheating?
I'm not cheating. You go ahead. Tell me what you're going to do.
So what does this do if it's part of my secret project card?
Let's just say you got some fusion dice as part of a secret project.
Let's just say, hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically speaking, if that's the case, then you have to use them this round if you activate them. But then they will go onto a card and you roll them like normal, use the number like normal, but you can't get rid of them.
But what do you mean just goes on a card?
You could use them. They're wilds.
And it has to go on an empty space.
Yep.
Well, that kind of stinks.
Come on, baby. Let's do this.
So, oh man. So there's got to be an order. There's got to be an order on how you do this then.
I've still got a lot here that I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with. I'm going to do that, which gives me 2 more blues. Wonderful. But I get another fusion die and a shield. I'm up 1.
Okay, are you?
He said you can take it because your invention is 8 cards in size. So blow something up. Let something go.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what to do.
No, I'm not rushing you. I'm just saying let something go on here. I'm not rushing you.
No, what do you mean?
If you take damage, it's just going to blow up a part of your ship, and that's okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just go.
Yes.
I'm just going. Here we go. All right. So I'm going to do a 5 there, which lets me move 1, and I get a yellow die. Are you going to pay attention?
Yes, I'm sorry, ma'am.
Are you going to watch this incredible?
I'm watching it.
So that moves me 1, but that gives me 1 damage.
Okay.
So you're saying blow something up instead of taking the damage?
You take the damage at the end of the turn. So whatever your dial ends up as at the end of your turn.
That's what you blow up.
That's when you blow stuff up.
Okay. Well, that just took me to 0. Okay, so that's that one.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so then I'm putting 2 dice to do
that once.
So,
are you going to blow it up?
Well, can I wait and see if I get to use this towards it, though?
What do you mean, wait?
Can I do this, then do my card, use this, and get to put it here, and then blow it up to do this?
So you're activating it now 1 time? Yeah, if you activate it now 1 time, you would move forward.
The 1.
Uh-huh. And then you could do that, get your fusion die, and then use it on that last spot, and then blow it up, sure.
But it would have to be, if I rolled the 4.
Mm-hmm.
That would ruin me.
I mean, I'm not a mathematician here, but I'm thinking your chances are pretty good at rolling something other than a 4.
So really, what's the smartest thing to do?
I mean, here we are at the end, you know.
I know. It's just that would be my luck that I would roll a 4.
Okay, I'm going to continue on here and then do this one last time, which moves me forward here. I'm going to take 2 damage, so that's going to be a -1. But then I have this last one here that I'm going to use that will give me another fusion die and give me a shield back. So now I'm back up to 0.
Can you spend a cog to re-roll a fusion die?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm getting cogs.
Going for cogs.
Going for cogs. At least I'll have 3 chances there. All right, so I'll move up 1 and take no damage because it's a smooth move.
Smooth move.
And then, all right, so my secret project card.
This is so close. Oh.
Atomic Rails.
Wow.
Lets me move up 6. Do you want to show them mine?
Yeah, we'll put
mine.
We'll put this on camera.
Show them that pretty
for the
thing.
fine folks at home.
Look at that pretty thing.
So you're going to get 6 movement.
6 movement
and a fusion die. So you're using it?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm going over the.
I'm
going over the line.
Okay, so we are moving now.
But you're already there, and what do you
so
have?
1, 2, 3, 4,
me?
5, 6. So you're going to take 4 points of damage.
Don't matter.
Okay.
Blowing stuff up because it's
1,
over
2,
anyway,
3,
right?
4, 5, 6. So we will go 1 more round. It's not over.
Oh. Well, okay, that's all right. So,
Well, if you're doing it, then I'm doing it. I'm going to figure out another way to move.
I'm just going for it. So now do my fusion die.
I don't have any more movement, so I'm kind of stuck. I'm going to lose this fusion
So
die.
on the 7, so now I go 1 plus the 3 and blow up the card.
Okay. Wow. So 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, you're killing me.
And then it's gone.
Yeah.
Well, there goes my movement.
So did you drop down 4 points on your damage tracker though?
Do I have to?
Yes, you certainly do.
Okay.
Not going easy on anybody. Okay. Is that all that you're doing?
Discard the machine parts. And then I get rid of that, right? That's gone too.
Well, I'm going to do this since I don't have any other choice. I'm going to do that, which would make me take 2 damage. No, I'm not.
Discard.
Maybe it doesn't matter. Do it, Jimmy.
Discard.
Okay. But that would be 2 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. There's no more places to get damage. So I'm doing it. So I'm going forward 1. So I go down -2. Here we go, people. This is it. So then I've got to lose 2 cards. We're going to lose...
My ship just got destroyed.
Oh, I could do this, though. Discard this to gain a shield and get rid of that. So I'm going to do that. That puts me back up to 1, so I'm only going to lose 1 card. So I'm losing the fusion reactor. All of this stuff goes away. That pushes me back up 1 more.
He's nervous.
I am kind of nervous. And then we're good. I think we're good now. Tara just used her secret project to move 6 steps. She did.
Yeehaw.
It's okay, though, because I got things I'm going to do, too.
Of course.
I have maybe. Okay.
So what did you mean by we go 1 more round?
We go 1 more round.
So my light bulb's going to trigger and I get to move 4 spaces again?
Oh, no.
I'm so smart.
1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4.
I so hope I beat you. I hope I beat you.
On the left is a lot leaner when I last saw it. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Here we go. So we're starting this up again.
Oh, I hope I beat you.
And I have...
Is that bad?
No,
is that
it's not
mean?
bad.
Is that mean? I just want to win a live playthrough. That'd be so much fun.
Okay. I'm using all the boost cards. That one's not going to help me. Ah, I should have used this last round. What was I thinking? If at least half of your non-cockpit machine parts. Okay.
Oh, this is a big deal.
These are yours.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, people. Need that for sure. Because that's going to give me... Oh. Final round. Fight! I don't need that. So I'm going to discard it to get... I need the silver, though. It's all right. That card's not going to get used. So instead, I'm just going to get the 2 blue dice. This is yours.
Oh, he's getting serious now. Hang on. Did you get rid of an extra one?
I did. I did the thing you did. Maybe
I
did this.
Take it back.
That's yours. I don't get the blue dice. Yeah, because I added 2 cards already. I put that and that on. There we go. We're fixed. Do this. Each player chooses you to lose one. That's a pretty good one. That is a pretty good one. No, she would just lose the part. Yes. We played that on the... Daryl, we played on the Street Fighter on the SNES, whatever that little classic thing is that you could buy. And my kid thinks I'm like a superhero because I'm good at it. I wish that I could use this one, but... One, two, three, four. Ooh. I only have 2. So we're going to do a red die. I did not play this round outright at all. This is my last round, and I drafted 1 die.
I really did. It's funny. I blew up all of my cards that I could even do anything on. So I don't even have cards to really put anything on.
It's this is the final thing you do, though. So
I was just so excited about my secret project card.
Okay, so here we go. Now we are on to the venting phase, which I have nothing to vent. I've spent everything. Unbelievable, Jimmy.
Yeah, there's no
I can't use that movement. My secret, I never finish powering up my secret project, so I was 1 away from getting to the top level.
I made him nervous.
You did make me nervous, so I spent everything. I got rid of all the things. I still didn't even get there. Okay, it's okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
So would you like to vent?
No, because my robot's going to take care of it.
So we're not venting. We're on the last race. Last.
He can't even
Here we
talk.
go. Last race part. Ta-da! I rolled my 1 die, and I got a 2.
Oh, my goodness.
What else can I do here? Because I need to do some of these
bot
things.
Takes that away.
Oh, this. I'm cheating. Okay, I'm going back because I have to use this. I did this in the wrong thing. If there's at least 1 inventor ahead of you, gain up to 4 movement. You may not enter a space with other inventors. Thank you very much. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. I meant to do that. I just forgot.
I guess my card.
I can't use part of my secret weapon, so we're going to do that.
My card does nothing to you, I don't think.
Oh, you could block it? Are you going to block it?
When another player plays a boost card?
Uh-huh.
Was that a boost card?
No!
Play this card in response to take that card into... Oh, to take it into your stash and gain 2 Cogs.
So okay, so do it. All right.
If played on a stolen blueprint, swap this card with it. I don't...
Okay, fine. You take it. I go back 4 spaces.
You go back.
And then you go up 2 spaces is what it says. Because you steal it from me. I don't get to use it.
Are you serious?
When another player plays a boost card, play this card in response to that. Oh, maybe you...
To take the card into your
So
stash.
I still do it, and then you... But you do get 2 movement. And I am activating my partially souped up project.
And gain 2 Cogs.
Oh, 2 Cogs.
I mean, I'll take the movement if you want me to.
So I'm going to get 2 fusion die because it's all I can do.
I'm so excited.
But I'm going to take 3 damage, but who cares? That was a 6. So I'm at 2 already. So now I have 3 dice to use on my little pathetic machine. What can I do? Okay.
Can I take my turn?
Oh, yeah. We're going and doing the things.
So I go 1, 2.
I'm going to go here, get a movement,
1, 2,
blow it up,
4.
and I get 2 dice. So here's what I'm working with now. I'm going to go here and get another movement. I'm going to go here. Oh, wait.
Are you making stuff up?
No, I'm not. I'm going to activate this thing that lets me remove a red die. There we go. I'm going to move forward 1. I take a damage. I'm at 3. This puppy's coming in for a landing. And then I will use this 4. That will let me go 2. And then this one. That will let me go 1. That's it. Unbelievable. If I would have used some different, maybe. Oh, no. That's it.
Just let it be. Don't find another movement. Please don't find another movement.
Don't forget the other effect on your secret project. Those black arrow symbols represent damage you did to Tara.
Is that Paul?
Mm-hmm.
Can we just save that for after the live stream, Paul?
I don't see where it says any damage.
I just win.
Black arrows.
Are you looking at the right card?
Yeah, that's the one. If you're at least inventor, you may not enter a space with other inventors. You gain up to 4. I don't see that. I don't see any black arrows on that one. So you might be lucky. So I have to blow up 3 things. So 1, 2, 3. Do you have to blow up it? Do you have any damage? You don't have any damage?
I did. I blew up 2 other things.
That's it, people.
Oh my goodness.
The official ending here is 1 space. She beat me by 1 space, but we didn't die. Nobody's inventions blew up or anything. Oh, on your secret project. That's damage I do to her? Oh, I was thinking that was damage that I did.
So what's that? You would have killed my machine. When did you use that?
Just now. I just did that.
Just now?
Uh-oh. Just in, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, because I forgot to take that anyways. It's 3 points of damage.
Okay, so then that would matter. That would make having a turn order matter then, right? Because we're both simultaneously doing things.
And there is a turn order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We just weren't doing that. Because if you had damaged me and I couldn't have done all these,
Well, you take the damage at the end of your turn anyways.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
All of that. Yeah. Okay. So Paul.
So I still actually did.
I might need to stay at your house. Yeah. Okay. So.
Did I really win for real though, or did we mess something up?
No, I gave you 3 points of damage, and then
I need to know that I really won fair and square.
I don't think you did. I think I just won. I think my secret project at the last moment dealt you the final blow, because those right there are damages that you take, not me. So great.
What?
That's what he said. He said it takes 3 damage.
Yeah, but what do
you have to take 3 more damage, is what it says.
Oh, it's not just destroying the rest of my ship?
No, if you destroy your cockpit, it's like your engine blew up, and then.
So you still beat me?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say here. It should have resolved during the vent phase, so this could have played the race phase different in response to seeing the damage. That's true. So, yes, I should have done that.
So we don't really know who won.
Yes, that's right. It says vent phase only. So he's exactly right. So at the end of the day, read the cards, and we'll give this one to her.
And we'll put me back up there. Yes.
So great. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. That's fun. This one is just great. It's too cool.
A blast.
It is just so much fun. I love the new stuff that they added in. All of the gear up abilities just gives you something else to do with the gears. The secret projects, obviously, we could tell totally changed everything at the end.
Yes.
So, and it's just great. And then all of the stuff, the artwork, Mr. Cuddington, David, and Eileen just did such a great job with all the stuff that they did here. So it's just great.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Great. All right. Well, good. She loves it.
I love it.
Yeah. All right. So thank you all so much for watching us. We are going to sign off, and we'll catch y'all next time on the Board Game Spotlight.
Bye.